Folks, welcome to another Mark and Kirsty banging on about Microsoft 365. Kirsty, what have we got today?
I just wanted to say one thing.
Uh-huh.
So you've got a pink light. For me, it's on the right-hand side of your telly.
Yeah, yeah.
It matches your right eye.
Wait, what?
So your right eye is like all squinty and pink, and so is your telly at the
Yeah, I've got a
back.
bit of pink eye. Which eye? Because it's which
But
way around?
it's on my right, so it'll be on your
This
left.
one.
Yeah.
So I've got a bit of
It
pink eye in there.
basically, yeah,
Okay,
matches the telly at the
okay.
back.
So there you go, folks. I've managed to sync my TV lights with my pink eye. So it's attention to detail, Kirsty. These things really
I
matter.
know. What can I say?
I know. I appreciate. I appreciate you noticing those. I do
What, your
appreciate
pink eye?
the pink eye. I know the attention to detail. And have you seen my halo just over my head? It's a very small halo.
Oh yeah, what's that?
I just told you it's my halo. It only
Mm.
appears on video. It's my
It's your light, isn't it?
yeah, it's
To make you look better.
gorgeous. It's just trying to get rid of the pink eye. Are you done?
Yes, I think
What are
so.
we talking about today other than my pink eye?
Lists.
Okay. All right. So folks, we're going to talk about lists. This is part one of two or more videos. As you know, we often just give you a very high level chat about what an app is, and then we'll go into more detail later. So this is part one. So it's just a high level chat where we chat about it, and we'll give you a demo on the next one. Kirsty, big fan of lists, aren't you?
No. I tried to do one the other week for a customer. I thought, oh, I'm going to go and use lists. Now, lists is not that difficult, as in I think you can fathom it out, a bit like planner. It's good that somebody tells you can do X, Y, and Z, but you can fathom it out. So I did it, but actually it doesn't do what I want it to do. It's a list.
All right. Okay, folks. I quite like lists. I like lists from the old days. Like think about SharePoint before SharePoint now. How long have you been working on SharePoint, Kurt? I think 10, 11, 12
No
years.
longer.
12 years for me.
I think it's longer.
Yeah. Well,
I'm going to
but back
sneeze.
in the days, but back in the old days, lists just used to be something in SharePoint. Like you could go in, create new document library or list. So document library is like a list for documents. Some SharePoint folk are going to shoot me down now, but in my head there was just like a list that you just put documents in. Um, and it'd be just part of SharePoint, whereas it got kind of promoted to be its own application, and that is lists. Um, so I think I'm just going to very quickly just show um, how you get to it, and I might show a couple of templates just so we'll get a quick look of it. Then I'll give you an example of how I've used it recently, and then next time I'll fire it up. We'll create a couple of lists and templates, and then we'll create one from scratch, and then we'll look at some columns and files. So let me just drag this over. I'm going to go to somewhere in Microsoft 365. Click on the nine little dots top left hand corner. Click on lists, and there we have our lists. So I know this is not like a full-on lesson, so let me just show you a couple of things that show you how it looks. Let's look at this issue track or template. Then I want to show you here is just some examples of what you can get in it. So we have these columns. So think about, for those of you who like Excel, you'll be familiar with like the columns and the rows. Um, could you compare it to Excel? Yeah, sure you could. It loses tons of functionality, obviously, that Excel has, because Excel is just like this bottomless pit of abilities, but it does other stuff that Excel can't do. So if we look here, you can see that we've got like a single line.
Mark, I
Yes.
can't see anything on your screen. That's how amazing lists is. It's just invisible.
That's because I'm sharing with everyone else, not you, mate.
Oh, charming.
I'm recording my screen, but I'm keeping. You're gonna have to just bear with me, mate. So I'm sharing with them, not you. You don't even like it anyway. You're probably not even listening. Hang on, let me just
To be
see.
fair,
I bet you're probably on your phone. Let me
well,
just have a good.
actually, I've tried to yawn twice,
Okay,
but I've
but people can't see you now, so you're while I showed them this. Okay, so look at this. We've got just a title here, a text description. So here we've got the ability for people to choose a priority. What else do we have? Assigned to. So I could probably in there. um, start typing Kirsty's name, it would pre-populate. But then when you hover over her name, you see all her details. So that works really well. You don't have to then put her phone number in and her email address and her contact details, and lots of other options there. What else do we have? We have these templates. You can run employee onboarding, asset management, um, progress trackers, content schedulers. So many things you can do with it. It's an important one here, the playlist one. Those of you who use Stream will know that, or may know that if you want to create a playlist, you come to lists and you create a playlist for your videos in here. Right, you're back on screen now, Kirst.
Oh gosh, I've yawned about six
I just
times.
just caught you yawning. I'll fuzz it out if that helps. Um, So I can't tell whether you're tired or you're just being a hater for lists. So so
Uh,
anyway, folks. Um, so just some ideas what you can do with lists. So I really like it because, for example, I like it over Planner for some instances because I can have the exact columns that I want. I can I can call them what I want. I can have you can have the content for those columns, the questions that it asks. You can decide what they are. They can be, you can offer them up so people just select them from a box, but then you can filter and view. I can look at those views, I don't know, like a big list of, for example, fire warden details, and I can filter it by the building they're in, the floor they're in, like who needs to do their oh, my voice has gone funny again, Kirst. Who needs to do their training? Different people can see different views. I can get alerted. So if I've got a view that shows that that we've got a new person on a certain floor and it shows up on that view, I can tell it to alert me and tell me when that happens. You can put the Power Platform features can go over it as well. There's a new feature coming where Microsoft Forms, I know you can do this the long way, but your lists are going to get the option to create a form. So you create your list, and then you create this nice form for your colleagues just to fill in the details. So you get this nice friendly form. So they just fill in they just fill in the questions. Then that comes and appears in your list. Lots of stuff you can do like that, Cursor, that works really well. What's not to love about that?
most of that stuff that you said you can do in Planner.
Yeah, but what if Planner's got that doesn't give me what I want, hasn't got the columns that I want, that doesn't
Well,
pre-ask the
Planner,
questions?
you you create your bucket columns.
Okay, all right. So for tasks, fine. Yeah,
But to me, isn't lists to do? Perhaps I'm playing devil's
yeah.
advocate, but I thought lists was more like a to-do list.
Well, it kind of
Not a to-do
depends.
list, but
Well, okay. Let me give you an actual example of one that I created recently. So it's it's one of those clients that we talk about sometimes, Kirsty, the one I spend 3 days a week at. Yeah, the quite a large one, and they've got one of the cities in the UK. They've got three buildings in that town in that city centre, and they're kind of managed as like almost like a hub. And they have to manage the fire wardens, and there's 100 fire wardens over these three buildings, and you then get the chief fire wardens who have to manage these fire wardens, and they're clustered together by building, and then by floor. And then, so we need to know who they are, the checks that they've done, and the details. So a list is great for that. So when they're submitting a check, they you do the drop down for the building, the drop down for the floor, when these things have happened, and then the chiefs can then if I'm the chief for building X and I'm only interested in floor two, I can create a view for that, and then I can tell it that if someone drops a new item on there, I want you to alert me, and then I can have that view in my team, my channel, so you can slice and dice it whatever way you want. So I did take us down the task, comparing it to Planner from a task point of view. But just for recording stuff like that, you can do loads of great stuff, Kirst. I can see by
I'll
your
wait
face.
till we physically go into it.
I can see
The
by your
only thing
face
I
that you're
would
loving
say
it,
is,
mate.
well, the only thing I would say is, didn't one of our customers say that she had created obviously information in SharePoint and that had automatically created that SharePoint data and created it into lists, and she was very impressed.
I'm not sure who that was.
Oh, you weren't listening because that call was directed at you. You were running lists.
When was that? For the other people. Right. What did she say?
That she didn't realize that when she gone into lists, all her SharePoint data
Ah.
were in lists, and she
Oh,
was
oh,
really
right. Yeah, yeah.
impressed.
Oh, oh, right. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, she says she didn't realize that there was a lists app, wasn't it? That was it. She didn't realize
Mm,
there was a list app. So I did for another big client, we did just an overview of lists where we get an introduction to it, just a demo of creating a couple and showing them, and then doing the views and those alerts and all that stuff I've just been talking about. Um, but this our colleague opened the lists app and she was like, all my lists are all in one place, and she didn't know. And it's funny how these little tiny nuggets just fall through the gaps for people, isn't it? She was using this, but didn't know she was using it.
no.
Okay, so I think, Kirsty, I'm sort of inclined to give that little taste there, just what it is, but not how to use it. And I think we'll just keep that how to use it to a separate video. So what's this? 10 minutes in now. I think I'll do that demo I did previously. We'll do that on part two.
Okay. I mean, you call it a taster. I mean, I don't like Brussels sprouts. So as far as I'm concerned, that was a taster of Brussels sprouts.
But
If you can
just
give me a taster of chocolate mousse, then that's
but
fine.
just like sprouts, once a year you have to eat them. So you see, all right. So that UK thing, I don't know what it's like elsewhere in the world, folks, but it's tradition to have Brussels sprouts on your Christmas dinner. And in my house, I hate Brussels sprouts, but we get them. I don't know why. I think it's my wife being a Grinch. We always get Brussels sprouts and we have to eat them. Just the law. I don't know. Don't know. So, okay, folks, I think we're going to wrap that up. Just a quick chat, just a quick introduction of what it is. Check out part two, and I'll show you how to use it. Kirsty, thank you very much
Sorry, I
for.
fell asleep. Yeah,
How long have I had to put up with you? How many years? Wait, what was that? When was it?
I don't
It
know,
feels like,
14 years ago, I suppose.
God. Anyway,
Could I say?
Kirst, thanks for your time on this session this morning. You want to say bye to people, then we'll close off.
Thanks. Bye.
Folks, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the bell so you get alerted. Look in the notes section for details of part two and some info about lists, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.